All right, today we are going to have fun with microgreens. Some of you may be familiar with them, some of you may not be. These are microgreens. These are from a local source here in Southern Illinois. These are sunflowers. These started out as happy little plants that were going to grow up and one day be big, tall sunflowers, but they got their life cut short, and they're an excellent snack just like this. But we've got a special purpose for them today. So say you're sitting around your house minding your own business, binge watching serial killer documentaries, and suddenly your motion detector alarm goes off out in the yard. Somebody's coming, you don't know who's coming. Could be a prospective boss you're trying to impress, maybe someone you're courting for a relationship, perhaps a no-knock raid, maybe even a shark. In any case, you want to be able to prepare them a meal, and you want the meal to look professional, like you knew what you were doing. But because you've been binge watching serial killer documentaries all week, you haven't had a chance to go out to the local farmer's market to buy too much stuff. So your refrigerator is empty. So what do you do? Here's where you do, and here's where the microgreens come in handy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some leftover fajitas, right? Pretty bland, pretty boring looking, just like that. That's because they are bland and boring, just like that. So we're gonna put them nicely on this little plate thing here. Got some meat, got some peppers in there. All right, let's get those out of the way. Oh, make sure I fix my sign again. There we go. All right. So this looks pretty bland and boring. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in the microwave to warm them up, and then we're gonna decorate them. Oh, you didn't know it was actually called a microwave, did you? You thought it was pronounced microwave, just like me. Well, apparently the way we spell microwave is actually French for microwave. So I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna go warm these up, get some music going. All right, let's go.
But I still need a bit of milk, full fat, which I've warmed in the microwave.
All right, so we have the leftover fajitas all warmed up here in the microwave, and we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of cheese on it. Still looks pretty bland and boring and unimpressive, doesn't it? Now watch the magic that happens with these microgreens. Look at that. Look at that. They're gonna think you went all out when you really didn't. Isn't that wonderful? Let me show you how wonderful it is. They add something different to the texture and just make it something that it wasn't before. And then what you also need to do to make sure you have them thoroughly impressed is bring out some fancy freeze-dried candy. For dessert, they'll look at these and go, whoa, that stuff is pretty cool.
Whoa!
Oh yeah. And that's the way to impress people with leftovers.
Wow.